So what you doing this morning, Mrs. Byer?
Well, Alex, I am so excited this morning because I found the coolest book I have ever found in my life. It's called Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. This remarkable step-by-step program teaches your child to read in just 20 minutes a day with love, care, and joy only a parent and a child can share. By Siegfried Engelmann, Phyllis Haddix, and Elaine Brunner. And when I very first saw the inside of this book, I thought, oh my goodness, I am going to love this book. And I had to order it right away. And parents, if you have a child struggling to read, I suggest you order it today. This is what it says on the back. Is your child halfway through first grade and still unable to read? Is your preschooler bored with coloring and ready for reading? Are you worried that your child will become lost in overcrowded classrooms? Did you know that early readers hold an advantage over their peers throughout school? Do you want to help your child read but are afraid you'll do something wrong? Now, the one thing I'm going to change about this book is I'm going to change it to say teach your child to read words and sentences in 100 easy lessons, because I don't want anyone to think that this is going to teach their child comprehension and vocabulary and everything you need to know. But it is going to teach your child a lot through, I think it says second grade. Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons is an adaptation of Reading Mastery, the most successful reading program written for elementary students. And that's why I love this book, because I love Reading Mastery. I've used it, and I've talked to other teachers that use it, and I could tell right away this is a Reading Mastery book, because you can just tell if you've taught Reading Mastery. It's got letters put together. It's got a dash over the E, so we know that this is a long vowel. It teaches long vowels and short vowels right out of the gate. It's systematic. It's just a proven program. But one of the things about this book I'm going to show you is it's got some very specific instructions that are kind of weird if you're not a teacher and you haven't practiced this. And it teaches you in the beginning. Another thing I love about Reading Mastery is it talks about ornithology, a fancy word that refers to the letters that make up words or how the words are spelled. And they use a distar alphabet. And there's 38 letters and sounds that they put together, like the O-O, like I said about the eh and the E. So you can just know automatically, am I going to say ah like apple, or am I going to say a like April? So it helps the students, and you might think that they're not going to know what to do later. I've seen tons of parents asking lately about my child struggling with the W versus the WH. We're going to take care of that problem. This book, and by the end of the book, the lines are gone over the words, and the kids are starting to read. But it just, like it says, Reading Mastery, it teaches them how to master sounds, words, and it's just, I know this book is going to be awesome. So, Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons is a complete step-by-step program that shows parents simply and clearly how to teach their children to read. 20 minutes a day is all you need, and within 100 teaching days, your child will be reading on a solid second grade level. It's a sense of, now I want to say that's the end of first grade, beginning of second grade. To be honest with you, truth be told, I only taught Reading Mastery kindergarten, and that was 180 lessons, and then there were 180 first grade lessons, and there would probably be 180 second grade lessons. I have used the first grade materials and tutored students with the first grade Reading Mastery books that I bought, but I've never done the whole 180 days worth of lessons, but I have seen it work. And I've talked to other teachers, regular teachers, special ed teachers. It just is an incredible program. So they say 20 minutes a day. They talk about if your child goes through the lessons in 12 minutes, ideally, then you can go back, have your child pretend to be the teacher and do the lessons with you. You can review. They really recommend not going ahead, not skipping anything. And like I said, we had 180 kindergarten lessons, 180 first grade lessons. I don't know how far into second grade it goes, so it's already skipping quite a bit. And they talk about the time your child needs to finish. So I would say, do this, have your child go back through, And then I would also schedule in time for reading regular books because, like I said, this is going to teach your child how to decode, how to read sentences, a little bit of vocabulary, a little bit of comprehension, but for the most part, it's focusing on phonics, decoding. Your child is still going to need to learn to read regular books. So I would plan on an hour a day of instruction, 20 minutes working on this, which will teach your basics of reading and writing, some letters and words, but you also want them reading books. You want them reading, writing. So I'm just excited to have a guidebook for us because I thought, how are we going to do all 180 just kindergarten lessons? So they've combined it. Everything's here for you and your child to learn together. 100 lessons, fully illustrated, color-coded for clarity. Give your child the basic and more advanced skills needed to become a good reader. Teach your child to read, and 100 easy lessons will bring you and your child closer together while giving your child the reading skills needed for now for a better chance at tomorrow. So even though, Bears, I'm going to teach you these lessons and parents can read along, I totally think they're still going to need their own book. Later on, the students are going to need to be able to point and touch the letters and read the sentences. And parents, like I said, it seems very basic, but I've had a lot of training in how to implement these lessons, and there are other things. I would also recommend you get a whiteboard and some dry erase markers so your child can do some dry erase work. We had worksheets that we used with these, so I don't know if the worksheets are available. I will try to make some work. So I just am excited because I know this is going to work for so many kids. This is going to be a revolutionizing game changer. So that's what I'm excited about this morning, Monkey. Oh, I'm excited too, Mrs. Byron.